You are listening to Max Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Max Pew follows continuous storylines that are best enjoyed from the beginning. This Extra Life content was recorded in a public venue, previously aired during the Team WV Fox Marathon stream on May 4th, 2019, and may contain spoilers for its associated work. The following content may contain mature themes and adult language. Please enjoy Part 2 of The Secrets of Cats.
All right. So, yeah, this is a weird rat.
I'm going to pace around it and sniff some.
It
Shiny.
smells really dead.
What was the shiny? What was the shiny?
Can I?
What was the shiny?
Obsessive compulsive much?
She's
I'm a thief.
definitely playing her trouble.
Can I?
Can I
I'm playing the
investigate?
concept.
I wonder if I can raise dead.
You know,
Necro-meow-ncy.
Necro-meow-ncy.
Necro-meow-ncy. Yes. Jackie the Necro-meow-ncer.
There are rules for necromancy.
Necromancer.
You would necromancy is something else. All of you do necromancy.
Yes.
Neko being the Japanese word for cat. But you would have to learn how. You don't know how. Any of you could, assuming you learned how and you learned the cost. And you didn't mind the cost. I mean, the sacrifice might mind the cost.
Such a wonderful skill that.
Yeah, this game does come with a corruption mechanic.
I might actually try to learn
9 lives,
necromancy.
1 soul, is that?
It's kind of vague on that.
I might actually try to learn necromancy.
So let's go on. So somebody would like to investigate.
Yes. Or unless
sniffing.
somebody does.
All right, roll. Give me an investigate. It's going to be a pretty difficult one because you've killed a lot of the evidence. So we need, say our target number is 4 on this. If you guys want to work together, then whoever is rolling the investigate can get +1 for the person for the person who's helping.
Pre-natural help any?
What?
Would the pre-natural awareness help any?
No, because this
Okay.
isn't notice. This is
This is-
investigate.
Okay.
I'm going to sleep.
Well, you're not doing anything anyways.
Exactly.
Just the 2.
I'm not doing anything.
Just
Might
the
as well take a nap.
How would we go about helping?
Yes, I got it. 4.
Do we just
all right.
have to succeed?
I guess I got it. I got a 4.
Can he have my 2?
No. You have to tell me who's helping and who's not before you roll. Or at least, before lots of rolls go flying. You don't actually have to roll to help. You just say, I'm helping this person, and they get +1.
Actually, I got 5.
You know what?
Okay.
Have a blessing.
So you have a 5. And so you do succeed, and you
And what?
find the faintest hints
Gives you
of
+2.
tracks leading back into town.
I'm pretty sure it's an aspect thing.
Does it look like the tracks of a giant rat?
It's the tracks of this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now that you kind of look for it, you notice that there's another set of tracks going towards a different direction.
More big rat feet?
Does it smell the same or different?
It smells more or less the same. Not that you really care about the differences between giant albino rats. I mean, you've seen one, you've seen them all, or at least you hope.
What does the seeking
Invoke
skill
stuff,
do?
you just do stuff,
It's
right?
basically divination. So yeah, you could actually, if there are
I'm
more
really
giant-
good at that.
All right. Well, let's talk about seeking magic, shall we? All right. So seeking magic, without anything special, you can become, with an overcome action, you can become aware of the direction and distance of any specific place, object, or being for the rest of the scene. When using seeking to look for a place or object, you use passive opposition, and if you only have a picture or description, you have a poor link, which can be evoked against you. If you've seen the target, no aspect applies, and if you have a piece of it, you have a strong link, which you can invoke. And if you're seeking a being, they can actively oppose you with will or their own seeking skill. So yeah, it's literally just like divination. So you
Can I guess what I could
So a lot of the seeking magic is done through the form of dreams, or
Yeah, I
or
got
like
that.
you take a short nap and let your dreams tell you where it is. For reference, cats tell time in the following ways, because time is different from cats. The smallest time interval recognized by cats is the nap, about 15 minutes. The length of an average cat nap. A sleep is about an hour long. Longer periods are measured in half days, days, weeks, months, and years. But generally, you're going to measure time in either naps or sleeps, which are 15-minute blocks or 1-hour blocks.
So tell your time. So I am the clock.
So like if you wanted to do take a nap to cast your spell, you could try to divine the location of others of these rats.
If you do that, we'll stand guard.
These ones are mine. Yeah.
I have to groom my squire
I
anyway.
can take a nap and try to.
Yeah, you and make a
2 naps.
seeking roll
There's a lot of
Okay.
and cast your spell.
I'm already taking this nap.
Because if
It
you're
is
trying to go to sleep, I'm
Every
coming
single
over there
page
and pawing at
oozes
you.
with this stuff. It is
Pawing at me?
concentrated
No.
cattiness.
I'm gonna
Jackie,
start zapping you. Just.
All right. Here you go.
They're
There's
doing
magic.
this
yes,
stuff.
we're doing this.
I do need to read this.
I'm going to kind of sniff around, see if I find any hair for the other tracks to pick up like
let me see
a
Jackie's.
piece of the
Give me-
creature.
I'm
You know what I'm
sleeping
saying?
in
The
bowl.
picture, no, that's not a bowl. That's actually a dustpan
Oh, I'm sleeping in a dustpan
on the stairs.
on the stairs. Yes.
Well, I'm kind of walking around you going, Jackie, pretty kitty. Jackie has lots of magic. Let's go.
Actually, that's one of my things. I'm precious. I'm adorable.
Too precious for words.
Jackie is precious.
I'm too adorable.
Humans
This is
find
why
shiny
Her owner
precious.
is called his cat Gollum.
Let's go find
Not because
shiny
she's careless.
precious. Jackie, find what shiny precious is.
All right.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I'm going to
plus.
smack you on top of the head
right.
if you
Right.
follow
And
me.
once you're seeking,
4.
even if I invoked, so that's a total of 6,
6. Yeah.
which is a, what's the word?
Fantastic.
Fantastic roll. So even if I invoked your poor connection against you, you will still
I can
succeed.
curse thing.
So, which I will, because I can, because they don't want you to found. And you, during your dream, your psychic form travels through time and space, and it finds another one of these rats. And then you kind of go backwards, kind of trace where it came from as you kind of weave your way through time a little bit, and you follow it as it's kind of backing up in reverse motion, and you find where it meets up with another one of these rats, and they kind of together work their way backwards like you're rewinding
Okay.
the video, and then it meets up with another one,
That's
and
interesting.
and then finally your vision stops, and you see what the cats call the house across the river. It is a warped and twisted old wooden bridge, but the cats call it the house across the river. And you know, like, that the house across the river has a guardian that usually doesn't let evil things from the woods beyond pass. But these things are crossing it just fine. And you see them kind of come from that bridge, and then that's where your vision stops.
Okay.
I need 6 small mice.
So I wake up, clean myself a little bit, and eat a bug. Look at everybody, see what they're doing.
I am.
So
I am
while this
hoping
cat's,
that
well,
one-
he's been napping for about 15
Stretch a little
minutes.
bit.
What have the rest of you been doing? I mean, you don't have to have been doing anything.
Cleaning my squire because she was rolling in something. I don't know.
Yeah, poison ivy, actually.
Charming.
now it's on your tongue.
Ew.
I've been trying to get Jackie to follow me, to follow that other set of footprints, and she won't move.
I finally wake up like a couple minutes before him, just like
All right. Okay. Well, I mean, you guys don't have to do anything. Let's kind of move things along for the sake of the story. So you know that these things came from the house across the river,
After my post-nap routine, I tell everybody what I saw.
All right. And you guys have fought monsters together. You know seeking magic, so you know that you can trust the magic.
Okay,
Across the river we go.
let's do it.
All right. Keep in mind, we started this. It's about 11 p.m. when you saw the rat. So it is late. Not that you guys care. You can see in the dark.
We have plenty of time before the burdens wake up.
Yeah. So you travel and make your way to the house across the river. And it's basically this bridge is important to cats because it's the only way to get across the river without getting wet. And its timbers are badly warped, and the whole thing tilts to one side, but it's more than stable enough for a cat. But children have fallen off of it occasionally. Inside the bridge smells strongly of dry mold and bat droppings, almost enough to choke a cat from the smell. And that reminds you, the bridge has a guardian, along with a number of other bats that live up under the roof. But normally the guardian is fine with cats. You just need to speak to him respectfully, and he will usually let you cross. So, how would you like to approach? You guys know this. It's just this is your town.
Greetings. How are you doing?
You kind of look up, and in the darkness of the roof of this old bridge, you just see dozens of little eyes open, and then a much larger set of eyes open as this enormously large brown bat kind of drops. And as he does so, all the other bats just kind of go crazy, just surrounding the bridge in this cloud of bats, like a bad episode of Scooby-Doo. And go away, cats! You are not welcome here. You will not cross.
Why not?
Jackie steps up like, what do you mean? She is the kinder one, and she's probably been kind to this bat in the past.
I know you, and you are not welcome.
But you let the
Go.
rats cross?
Hi.
It is my place to decide who crosses and who does not, and you do not cross.
Hi.
There is no why. It is not for me to explain myself to you. Because I said so.
But why?
I want to.
I'm going to say we're a lot alike.
How are we alike?
Well, we both have fur. That's a stunt for me.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just fun being amused how you justify it.
Well, that threw you off balance, didn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
That's the first sentence. The throw you fell off balance.
Jackie kind of goes,
That's a neat stunt. When you use it, you can put one of your stunts on their character sheet, or one of your aspects on their character sheet, and get free uses of it. Because you find some way to relate to them.
Jackie kind of stretches out and goes, please.
Oh,
Being all cute.
being precious.
We got to do
Being
a
all
roll here, don't we?
cute.
My investigate versus your will.
I think we do. All right. So what's your total?
+2.
All right. You succeed. So what happens, Ken?
If you succeed, each of you gains one of the other's aspects until the end of the scene, and you get a free invoke of both.
All
if you
right.
succeed with style, gain a second free invoke.
You do not succeed with style. So what aspect are you giving him?
Not as tough as I used to be.
Well, you're going to get from him pacifist.
Okay.
So they're just both going to stand there and stare at each other.
Yeah, it's like we have a lot in common. You're weak. I'm weak. You don't like to fight. I don't like to fight. We both have fur.
Yeah.
But you get a free invoke of both of them, and that's amazing.
Jackie's being adorable,
All right.
as she always is.
So,
I want to use my preternatural awareness. Is something wrong with them that That's not.
He's definitely not behaving the way he normally does.
So-
Especially being this confrontational, being a pacifist. There's something going on.
Because they always let us pass, and they're not doing it.
Right. It's because usually they, protect the bridge and the way across from monsters, just like you do.
So I'm trying to notice.
What?
What color are its eyes?
Its eyes are black, like normal. But I mean, I guess it's always within your possibility, like especially if you've got a seeker, to maybe check with magic.
Can I see if it's the same kind of magic that I use, since I'm proficient with naming magic, and naming magic is all about, control.
That's valid. Give me a naming roll. You're looking to overcome.
Yep. Let's see here. It's going to be a straight 3.
That beats this roll.
Hey.
You recognize that Fuscus is being controlled by some evil magic.
Can I try to overcome the evil magic that is controlling him using my naming ability?
You may. It will require a sacrifice of some sort, though.
Do I have a small animal to sacrifice?
There are plenty of bats around. Give me a fight roll.
No.
I mean, my fighting is not great.
Well, I mean, where are you going to get something small?
I'll find you a mouse.
Can you
All
find
right.
me a mouse real quick?
And
All right, what you got?
Please?
well, I just
That would help. This
I
guy's
want
not.
to use my notice and just see if I can find a little.
Tell you what, give me
Mouse
a
burrow or-
stealth roll real quick.
I don't wanna
'Cause
kill him.
you just.
I don't want to kill a bat.
Yeah.
I mean, bats would be super easy. They're
Don't-
right there.
Yeah, except for the fact that we're
And
talking to
they're
a bat.
bats and he's a bat. There's a magical connection there.
Yeah, but killing one in front of him may not be the best idea.
I don't want
Sorry.
to kill a bat, said no cat ever.
Yeah, said no cat ever.
Yeah,
Except
yeah,
for whenever
'cause
they're smart and don't
Sphinx
like
is
it.
just thinking that it's been a long time since dinner.
All right, well, go for it. What's your total?
3.
Yeah, you find. You know what? You're right here by a river. You just go down and you snag yourself a minnow from the river and bring it up. Thank you. All right. So you have something to sacrifice, and
Sacrifice.
so you're
Time.
gonna
Use my naming abilities to try and break his curse.
Now you do not know.
Oh, I don't know his true name.
Actually, Fuscus is not a cat, so his name is his true name.
Ah, so I do know his true name.
Can I eat the minnow after you're done with the ceremony?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know what sacrificing it entails.
Generally speaking, what do cats normally do to small creatures?
Kill it.
Their heads.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So naming. Here we go.
Oh, I know the answer. Play with them.
Until they break.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Exactly.
That involves eating the head,
Can I-
doesn't it?
That's a 4.
All right. You're being. Somebody is actively resisting you.
Yes.
So let's see what their magic is.
And I'm going to. If this doesn't work out, I'm probably going to invoke an aspect of mine.
Well, that's why you got those fate points.
I'm straight it is.
That's a 5 to defend.
I am going to invoke one of my aspects.
All right.
The fact that I am very kind and comfortable, and I'm actively trying to get him to
If
help himself break his curse.
If your friend agrees,
Are you including my not as tough as I used to be? That I put on him.
well, you have the free use of that. So
Oh,
if you want to give that to him to help.
Give it to him.
All right. Because you have, and when you are spending fate points, you can only invoke one with fate points. But if you're using those free invokes that you've earned on other things, you can use one per aspect. So if you wanted to use both of the aspects that you put on him, because you get a free use of both of them, because you know he's a pacifist, and you put the not as tough as he used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So you can invoke both of those, plus you throwing a fate point to invoke your
Kind and
invoke.
comfortable.
on there.
So that would be a total of +6 to that roll.
Wicked.
+6.
And
It's a +2
I've-
per, isn't it?
what? No, it's +2.
Yeah, it's
And
plus
+2 for 3 for a total of +6 on top of what you've already got.
Yeah, so on top
Yeah.
of 4.
Right.
So
So it's total of 10, and he got a 5. He's going to spend. He's going to invoke one of his aspects, which he does not care to share with you, but it works. So that's going to take it to a 7 because he's fighting, but that still does not beat your massive skill. So you just kind of reach out, speak Fuscus's true name, and strip the enchantment from his mind, and it just comes pulling out like a dark cloud. And he like shakes his head and is like, "Oh, thank you. I've not been able to speak, to think for hours. Oh, I must tell you, there's so much evil has gone into the town. You must stop it. It's coming from..."
at this point, Jackie kind of stretches out with a happy yawn and just while he's giving important information because
Yeah, see, naming magic...
that was very
The
tiring.
importance of names to cats is hugely powerful, but it kind of is costly.
She's now very tired, so she's gonna.
Right.
Shiny, isn't it?
So,
Where is the evil?
yes. Well, you can cross. Yes. The large white rats are coming from the dark place. Dark, D-A-R-K. Yes, I know. I
Dark is
said the town is
everywhere.
on a lake.
You flying little rat. Where is
No,
it?
no, the dark place, the boarded up cave. There's something evil inside, and these rats have come from it. You with the lore know of the dark place. It's the humans used to dig in there looking for things, but they don't anymore because it went
The
dangerous.
shiny silver thing.
And it's been boarded up for a very long time. But yeah, the rumor was always something evil was there. And no living cat has gone there, so nobody knows what it's like inside, or what that rumored evil might actually be.
It's time to change that.
Are the rats going to attack our burdens?
I don't know.
I could check it out. I could get pretty far into that cave with my back legs still out of it.
You know what happened last time you tried the magic.
You know, she's
Don't
never said she
we?
turned it off.
You might want to before
I
you
don't
cross the
think we
bridge.
need magic.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
No, I actually did. I said it kind of quietly.
Okay.
To be honest,
That's not
I
unreasonable. I
did-
just thought it was
I
funny.
did return to normal.
Jackie wakes up again. By the way, you're welcome.
Has Fuzgus
No, absolutely. Thank you. I've been saying thank you while you've been sleeping.
been in the cave in the dark place?
So Fuscus is this amazing bat. He's kind of like, you know, the reminds me of the bat from Ferngully to a certain extent. Not quite as much Robin Williams, a little more serious,
How do you
but that's how I
spell
imagine him drawn.
Jackie pats him on the head.
No, he's still hanging upside down.
Oh, I thought he was on the ground.
But once he calms down, all of the other small bats kind of stop swarming and they go off about their normal bug business.
Longinus wants to know. No, forget that. I want to know. How do you spell Fuscus?
Cramp you there.
Fuscus.
Do we know how to get to the dark place?
Yes, you do. You've heard of this enough to know how to get there.
Be thankful I am the world's best namer.
Yeah.
Fuscus been in the dark place?
No,
Oh,
we live here. I mean,
I
it's
thought
much better access to bugs here. He kind of reaches over and pulls this boring beetle out of the rotting wood and starts chomping on it.
But where do you go to sleep for the winter?
Like he said, we have fur.
Meow-san will nudge the squire and is like, come on, let's go.
Actually,
Yeah,
the
come on.
squire is nowhere around.
Go lost here.
I realize I'm overthinking it, but don't bats have to hibernate in the winter because the food supply isn't great?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna
They just
go down to the river and start catching a couple fish
but see,
just to
Fuscus
carry
also has a
around.
job.
Oh.
Like you have to protect, he
Right.
protects the bridge.
Sphinx will go with you and help
So
you catch fish.
he has other ways to manage.
Have you ever heard a cat sigh?
Yeah.
Heard our sigh.
Meowson will sigh and start sniffing around to find the squire.
It seems like your squire got excited about, going in and finding the evil in that mine, because that's the direction it went.
I'm so proud of her. I start after her.
Time to roll.
You earned it, or you will.
Do I notice him running off?
You just hear that sigh that happens every time the squire gets a little bit rambunctious, and it just takes off. It's like he doesn't have to tell you anymore. You just know, you recognize.
Well, if I
the
caught any
sigh.
fish, I throw them at you and I take off after him.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my fish with me and start bounding away.
Yes.
Because no one can.
Nothing like the innocent sidekick from
Because-
the moving plot.
Yeah, because Matt, he can't get to the shiny before me.
If I could,
All
I'd
right.
just mind control him back here, but I
So
can't.
you make it to the dark place.
I don't know his name.
In human terms, it is a mine entrance, but in cat terms, it's a very dark place, and there is this spot on the bottom where the wood has kind of eaten away, and you can kind of get up into the darkness down there, and it's really dark. I mean, once you're past the first little bit, even your cat's night vision is having trouble, because where it's been boarded off, not a lot of moonlight can get in. And so it's really dark. But you also see and can smell that it looks like this place where you can kind of crawl into it has been chewed open by
Big albino rats.
probably a few of them.
I will go into stealth mode and begin stalking my squire.
Can I use my awareness? I want to see if there's anything shiny,
Well,
otherworldly through that hole.
get into the dark place, and actually you don't have to go that far inside before, honestly, I'm not even going to roll because your notice is amazing.
I wanted to do something before we go inside.
All right, what would you like to do?
I would like to give a rousing speech to all of us to help us get through this
All right.
using basically
before?
reporting.
Okay, so all right, go for it. You're, I guess, trying to create an inspirational aspect to help us out
Yes.
as we go into the new scene. By the way, new scene, I get more fate points. Thank you.
And I'm giving.
So
I'm
this is
using
no longer
demagogue.
valid.
But no, you keep what you've got. Your stack of fate points are an ongoing process.
I am also using demagogue to
Right. That's what
increase
it's
it.
for.
Yeah, that is exactly what it's for.
Right.
So this is actually at a +6 currently.
All right. So this aside,
Plus
you're-
6.
so the difficulty here will be determined. So tell me what tell your fellow cats what kind of rousing speech you're going to give them.
There may be darkness in there, but honestly, we've overcome worse at this point. We're all seasoned veterans. So we go in there, we kick ass, and we get out.
Now, that's the theme he's going for. He's got a +6 on the die roll, so it's actually a fantastic speech. So, do you guys feel inspired? Yeah. All right. So,
And
well, you can be if you want to.
Well, it's like, shut up and let's go.
All right. So
also
here,
like to
write down an aspect for how you have inspired them, and actually, you did succeed with style, so you get 2 free uses. And these can be used by anybody at the table.
Yes.
My you will not pass is no longer valid since that battle's done.
Right. Yes. Well, just mark it out, and we'll use the card.
Do
for
I get
something
it?
else.
Stealth is gone.
Yeah, that one's gone.
Is it possible that I was so inspired that I grew a size?
hopefully not,
weird.
because we're still outside and you need
when-
to get in the.
When you go
Got
to
a little
use
hole.
your magic, you could use it for that. Yes, because
I might
inspired
be getting,
is so open. You could be inspired to do anything.
but
I'd like to do a small bit of shaping magic to create advantage for myself.
Okay.
And make my coat as black as night.
All right.
So that's a 4.
Okay. And that's more than enough. You have the aspect black as night
Yep.
and a free use. Would you like a card
Sure.
to track it?
I can write it down
Kick
here.
ass and chew mice, and I'm actually all out of mice.
All right. That's
You have fish.
so far the
do
best
have fish.
aspect of the game.
But I am out of mice.
All right.
First aspect, yay.
So would that add points to our fight?
You could invoke those while you're trying to fight. Yes.
Yeah. You can invoke it now.
Does anybody else want to do something before we go in? Okay. So you head into the dark place.
I'm taking the point because it's
All
what
right.
I do.
No, I'm right
there's
behind you.
the boards sealing it have been broken apart, leaving about a 3-foot square hole in the mine. There are actually, and now that you're kind of inside, you notice that you thought they were you thought maybe rats did this, but no, the opening is square and there are tool marks. So it was probably a human of some sort. But given that,
I'm going to use my reconstruction.
oh, this is perfect for you. So go ahead and investigate this.
Two on my
Because
investigate.
this lady is one of the rare cats that can actually understand the nonsense that people do.
Master investigator.
4.
That is a great roll. Or good. I always get my adjectives confused,
great.
but that's more than enough. So you put together like the footprints and the tool marks, and it looks like a group of 4 young humans were here and opened this hole yesterday. Looks like they used hammers and tools and a saw, and they cut this opening in the cave.
Young human.
Young humans.
Small burdens.
Mm.
Is there any way to
A
determine
nasty,
whether the
noisy-
burdens went in and left, or whether they?
Yeah, there are sneaker footprints going both directions.
Ugh.
They stirred something up.
No
Small-
cat would do this.
Small burdens.
Like, we don't have to
Burdens.
deal
How,
with them.
still
wait, how
burdensome.
small burdens?
Well, the opening is 3 feet tall.
Well, that's that.
And there
burdens
are
can
footprints,
crouch.
so yeah, they probably crouch to get through. So we're not looking at full-grown burdens.
The small ones. are
And
always the most
several of
trouble.
you can think of, did I see my burden all of yesterday?
My burdens.
I believe a number of you
Housewife.
have burdens who are children.
Yes.
Raise your hands.
3.
No.
Raise your hands.
Mine's just a housewife.
All right.
Poor
So
cats.
Wait, I don't have
your
the
burden was involved, and your burden was involved, and your burden was involved.
I have 2.
Or
Are they both
burdens.
involved?
It's the same.
Cool.
Here we go. Yeah, here you go. Have double the danger.
Well, mine. Yeah, mine's a guy. Oh.
Mine's just,
Oh,
mine's
okay.
just a doting housewife.
You three
Okay.
recognize those footprints
And
because you've had to dodge them so often.
You just can't let them out of your sight for a
Can I
minute.
control humans with naming?
Technically, yes. Although they're more difficult. They can resist.
That's
They-
that's
they-
interesting though.
They are willful beings. Also, you don't want them to be able to remember, and they would. Because then they would know that their cat mind controlled them, and that would end poorly for cats. So cats have this kind of thing, kind of like the Vampires Masquerade, where it's a big conspiracy of cats not letting people in on the joke because people overreact and are dumb.
Yeah.
Also, they're big and stompy, and they have guns.
They have loud things that make loud
And you're
noises.
still living with the fact that humans think that you work for witches when everybody really knows the cats did the magic and the humans just carried the pots.
I know we have a 6-pound little one that thinks she rules the roost.
All right. So you have discovered quite a bit about what happened here. Would you like to continue on?
Continue on.
So let's see what kind of chaos they caused. You travel inside, and fortunately, it's not that far in. You find that there is a place in the mine where a tunnel actually looks kind of like this brick wall over here, where a portion of the brick wall was torn down, and revealing that a smaller tunnel had been sealed off on the side.
Small humans did this?
Well, I mean, this is old, and it's been here for since the 1800s.
They just woke it up.
So whatever was hidden behind that wall, and it's not a big tunnel. It's just kind of a smaller offshoot, and mines are only about 4 feet high, anyways. Well, here maybe 5 or 6, but within this previously walled off tunnel, there is a skeleton laying there, and evidence that the wall was freshly broken down, and it looks like the body was tampered with.
Is it fresh?
Oh no, it has been here for a very long time. It is long. It doesn't even smell dead anymore. It smells like dirt.
That means burdens are not.
Skeleton of what?
A person.
Okay,
Human.
I'm going to scamper around it and
oh my God, humans leave so many freaking ghosts.
Yeah.
Burdensome
I want to
even
use
after
my
death.
pre-natural awareness and kind of sit where it is, and I'm going to stare at the skull and look, because I know that the burdens wear shiny things on their fingers and around their necks, and so.
All right. Well, you're sitting there, and you know what? You are getting this because you get to hear it first, and it's terrifying.
Oh, wonderful.
You hear off in the distance, before even your friends notice, the sound of rats, scurrying rats. And it's not just like one rat, not even like hundreds of rats are scurrying down the down this mine shaft, and they are coming this way.
Is there any
I am just going to, my ears are going to perk up, but I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to look at all of them and go, run.
I'm just going to scurry up the
And
wall.
about this time, all of you kind of stop, do the cat radar dish, and you hear them too. Not just one rat, not
Is
just...
there? I assume the rats maybe.
The aspect that I invoked to give you that fate point was thousands of rats.
Let's climb on the walls, because
Yeah, I was gonna say.
stick up there.
We can
Rats can climb
climb.
walls
Yeah,
too.
rats
Did we
climb very
go
well.
through the little hole in the
Question
wall?
is will they see us?
What?
Did we go through the
Yeah,
hole
that's
in
where
the
you
wall?
found the skeleton.
Okay,
We're there. But,
I've got
So
an idea.
you hear them coming, and now you hear them coming down both tunnels.
oh, so they're locking us in?
No, you can get
Tactical
out the
retreat.
exit, but so it's like shaft goes in, little shaft goes off to the right, and you are just inside the little shaft off to the right.
Tactical retreat?
So they're coming down that shaft and
Yes, from both directions.
Might I suggest a tactical retreat?
I have an idea also. Once everybody starts retreating,
leave, run, cover that.
I am going to cast magic missile into the ceiling and make it collapse.
All right. So you have to choose. You can seal one branch.
The large
Which one did
Yes, there's a
Squire
bigger one.
go down?
Yeah.
I don't think we want to seal it off.
You
we want to
haven't
be able to
spotted your
see where
square
they
yet,
are.
have you?
No, I'm still sniffing for her.
Don't blow it up.
Give me. You
Well,
would have
I
been
did
looking
say I
for
was
this,
gonna
so
wait
give
till
me
everyone
either
was out.
investigate or notice, whichever's better for you.
Don't blow it up.
This is going to be a
Can I assist?
overcome. Yes, actually, you can.
I'm going to assist.
You just say I assist, and you give him plus.
I'm
one.
going to give you an assist too.
I'm going to try and assist.
And then you're just like
Because
my
I'm-
squire, and all of a sudden everybody is like, the kitty. You know what? Here,
No, I just know that you'll whine if the little thing dies.
who haven't I given an invoke to yet,
What do you mean an invoke?
or a compel? Sorry, an extra fate point. Who haven't I given one to yet?
Given one to
I
all
got
of
one
us,
for
I
the
thought.
kid.
All right, all right.
I believe you.
Oh, I've been better than usual about that then.
Yeah, you've been
So,
passing out like candy.
That's because
We
you've been
never get-
earning it like candy.
We never get it in the other game.
No, people come here power gaming like crazy and like going, I'm doing that. I'm not doing that. No.
Well,
That's no fun.
I've got 3 before all of the
All right.
helps.
Okay. So that's your total for spotting it, plus all kinds of help. So you guys, listening to all of this,
Where are you, you
down
rat?
the big tunnel, you hear very, very quietly going, Master, is that you? Down the tunnel,
I'll head that way.
towards the rats.
Okay.
Okay.
I can move faster than you.
So we're going to do this as a Raj, thank you. We're going to do this as a skill challenge. So you've got to overcome, we're going to call 3 different skills, and you guys have got to work together to do this. So the skills we're going to question is, and these are all going to be difficulty 3. So we're going to need,
Squire doesn't have a true name, does he?
actually, as a kitten, its true name is basically its kitten name, the name its parents.
So I can use my mind control on it.
Well, I mean, you know its name, so
Well,
theoretically,
why don't
yes.
you let us get up there and grab
No,
So-
I'm just
so-
gonna mind control him and
you-
bring him to us.
No,
Have to
because
be
you
within
can't.
range.
It is not fast enough to make it away from the rats. That's what we're dealing with.
We
So
have to go get the.
we're going to have to accomplish 3 things. 1, we're going to have to find it. 2, we're going to have to hold off the rats long enough to get it away. And 3, we're going to have to get it out of there. So how do we want to accomplish those 3 things?
I'm big and I'm fast, so I could
Bro.
either help hold them back or I could get little one out.
All right, get little one out would probably be
Okay.
really good for big and fast. You would probably be good for fighting off the rats.
Yes.
I
That
can
would be my
find it.
job.
And you can find it, yes, with your preternatural senses.
And my
So
+3 notes.
now, so basically, in this skill challenge, what our stakes are is all of you together. Basically, for this particular one, the variables are different. You have each of one of you has an action to try to accomplish these 3 things, and if you don't, the rats will take the kitten. All right, so
Kitten.
find the rat. Who's first? Or find the kitten. Who's first? All right. You need a difficulty 3. You have the notice skills to kill this, as long as you don't roll.
So we can.
Yeah, I've got 3 plus 2 for the. Oh, so that's. I still got it.
Yeah.
3, 5.
Okay. So you go. All of you go rushing down. You say, "She's here," and you see her. You lock eyes with her. The cat is basically sitting there. It can tell it's in trouble. It is arched. It's got the tail straight forward. All the hair is sticking straight up, and it just has this big panic face, and it's just crying as loud as it can. All right.
Hair sticking out through the chainmail.
Pretty much, yeah. If it wasn't a short hair, it is now. All right. Hold off the rats.
Yes.
So who's fighting rats?
I will fight rats.
Okay. I guess fight skill would be appropriate unless you've got a different thing you want to do.
No,
help.
fight is fine.
Help.
Okay.
If I invoke my high concept, is that a +2?
Spend a fate chip, yeah, and do that.
Okay.
I've given you plenty. Okay.
As
Actually, wait until after you see you need it or not.
Oh,
Your
okay.
target number is only 3.
2. Yeah, I'll need to do it
Okay.
because of that. Crap.
instead of
And yet,
spending a fate
+1
chip,
from help.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, then no, I don't need to.
All right, so his, your help. So between the 2 of you, you hold off the rats long enough to. You get to now scoop up the cat, scoop up the kitten, and get it out of there. So, what skill are you wanting to use for this?
Athletics?
That would be perfect.
Okay. So, 3.
3 is exactly what you need. So you scoop up the kitten, and all of you go rushing out of the cave. And fortunately, once you're out into the night air, you guys hear the rats milling around, but they seem to stop where the skeleton is, and they don't come any farther.
Huh.
So did I burn this or
Really
not?
creepy.
What?
Did I use that or not?
Do you want to?
Somebody's having
cave the
fun.
entire cave in.
I'm
Just
not
like the
going
front entrance.
Save it.
Save it.
now.
Okay.
All right. So we're probably at about the halfway point. If you guys want to take a break.
Great.
And we will start at the next morning.
We hope you enjoyed this Extra Life content. If you are interested in updates from Team WV Fox, follow us on Facebook. In addition to event updates and details, there are opportunities to win some excellent prizes. If you would like to support Max Pugh and WV Fox, please visit bit.ly/maxpewpew to make a tax-deductible donation today. All donors supporting my donation efforts will be announced at the end of every Extra Life episode on Max Pugh. This week, I would like to thank the White family and our anonymous donors for their donation to Team WV Fox and Cincinnati Children's Hospital. I would also like to thank Free League for donating a copy of the Alien RPG 40th Anniversary Special Edition hardcover. Please look forward to the official Team WV Fox Marathon event. Music provided by Tabletop Audio. 10-minute ambiances for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.